this video, we are going to discuss about types of pronoun. I hope you might have already gone through our previous video regarding pronouns. In that, we had completely explained how many types of pronoun are there, what exactly is a pronoun. Now, it's a further extension of that video. Over there, we had also explained the first and the most important type of pronoun, that is the personal pronoun. Let's check the types of pronoun. I'm sure you by now you know what exactly is a pronoun. Pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun in a sentence to avoid the repetition of that noun. The types are personal pronoun, possessive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, indefinite pronoun, reflexive pronoun, interrogative pronoun, and reciprocal pronoun. Now we have already discussed the personal pronoun in previous video regarding pronouns. This is the most important one. Now let's take a quick review at what exactly is personal pronoun. Personal pronoun is a pronoun that is used to specify specific people, specific objects, something in specific in a sentence. For example, as in previous slide, we used Ravi opened a cupboard, and Ravi is replaced by he because he's a male. He opened the cupboard. Let's see some more examples. Ravi is a good boy. Ravi goes to college. Let's say if I don't have a pronoun over here, it would be Ravi goes to college with me. We enjoy a lot. So usage of pronoun makes it he goes to college with me. We enjoy a lot. I asked him if he brought books for both of us. Over here, the pronouns are he, me, we, I, him, he, us. All these are pronouns, and all of them are personal pronouns. We also studied that personal pronouns are of two types, subjective and objective. The pronouns used in the subject part of the sentence are subjective, and in the object part of the sentence are objective. Subjective personal pronouns are I, you, I for first person, you for second person, he, she, it for third person, we if we're talking about plural first person, they if we're talking about plural third person, and you if we're talking about plural second person. Similarly, for objective, me first person, us plural first person, you for second person, plural or singular, he, she, it becomes him, her, it, and they becomes them in objective. All right, let's move on to the next type, that is possessive pronoun. By the word possessive, it means possession. When something is there that you acquire, that has your possession on it. So possessive pronoun shows that when a things belong to and to which it refers to. Let's see. This pencil is mine. This is my pencil, or this pencil is mine. This house is yours. Then the girl says, no, this is ours. This sentence, mine, shows that the possession of the pencil by this girl. This house is yours. Over here, yours shows a possession. No, this is ours. This shows a possession. So, possessive pronoun, you have three categories based on person. First person, second person, third person. First person possessive pronoun will be mine, and if plural, it will be ours. Second person, it will be yours. Third person will be theirs or his, her, its. Let's see with the help of some examples. That book is hers. That pen is yours. This laptop is mine. The bag you saw is hers. The car we drove to the movie is theirs. Now, in the first sentence, that book is hers. Hers shows a possession of some girl on that book. So that is hers is the possessive pronoun. That pen is yours. Yours is a possessive pronoun. Mine, hers, theirs. Let's check a sentence. That bike is yours. That bike is yours. Now understand this. What is the difference between these two? Here you see an apostrophe. In possessive pronouns, apostrophe is never used. Never use apostrophe when we show ownership in pronouns. In nouns, it's a different case. Whenever you have to show possession in noun as in name of any person, place, object, or idea, when we are talking about nouns, to show possession, we use an apostrophe. But in case of pronouns, we never ever used apostrophe. So this one is correct. That bike is yours, not apostrophe s. Now there is another case. Look at this. It's a cold morning. Now over here, it's a cold morning is not a wrong sentence. However, it's over here is not a possessive pronoun. It means it is a cold morning. So wherever there is a sentence which has it is, its contraction becomes its. Please do not confuse it with possessive pronouns. It's not a pronoun or possessive pronoun over here. Here the pronoun would be this, it, personal pronoun. It would not be a possession because possession in pronouns do not use apostrophe. Apostrophe s can occur in its, which might mean it is, or it might mean it has. All right? Like, check the next sentence. That shell is its, not yours. Now let's say there's a snail. You're walking on a beach and there's a snail and it has left its shell. So you can say that shell is its. It belongs to that snail, not yours. Over here, its and yours, both are possessive pronouns. All right. Let's check some examples. This is my book. This book is mine. Those are your jackets. Those jackets are yours. This is their idea. This idea is theirs. Now, doesn't it mean the same thing? This is my book. This book is mine. Yes, it does, but the way of saying is very different. This is my book gives a generic statement. This is my book. This book is mine shows a possession, that this is mine. All right, so mine over here is a possessive pronoun. Yours is a possessive pronoun. Theirs is a possessive pronoun. Then what about these words? My, your, their. What about these? These actually are possessive determiners. Whenever a possessive case is used before a noun, it becomes an adjective or a determiner. Let's see two more examples. Ravi is my friend. My over here is, see, book is a noun, jackets noun, idea noun, friend noun. So with a noun, if it is used, then it is no longer a pronoun. It's an adjective. The house we saw yesterday is their house. Over here also, house is a noun. So it's used with a noun. So it becomes possessive determiner or possessive adjective. Now, what exactly is an adjective? That will be clear to you in the video regarding adjectives. I'll just give a quick review. Adjective is a word or a group of words that explain about a noun in that sentence. What kind, maybe quality, size, all these details. Please go through the video regarding adjectives to have a clear idea about this. Over here, in any sentence, if a pronoun is followed by a noun, then it is no longer a pronoun, it is an adjective. Please make a note of it, it's very important. So all these pronouns, my, your, his, her, our, your, their, all these look like pronouns, sometimes are categorized under pronouns, but they are actually adjectives, possessive adjectives, and commonly known as determiners. All right, let's see some more examples. Do you mind my borrowing your mobile phone? Now over here, borrowing should be a verb because it has an ing, but it's not a verb, it's a noun. What happens is, in some cases, when a verb is followed with ing, it actually does not no longer remain an action. It's a state of action. It's a condition. Over there, it becomes a gerund. It is called a gerund and it is a noun over there. Now, possessive case before a gerund is always possessive determiner or an adjective. Like over here, do you mind my borrowing your mobile phone? My over here is a possessive adjective. We enjoyed at his being promoted. Being, this is also a gerund. So his is an adjective. Your smoking upsets me. Smoking over here is a gerund because it's an act. It's not an action verb. It's not acting right now. It's an act. It's a condition. So your becomes an adjective. I am concerned about our eating habits. Similarly over here, eating is a gerund and are is a possessive determiner. What exactly is a gerund? A gerund is an ing verb used as a noun. All right. Let's check in the possessive case in details. If we're talking about I and me, that means the first person in personal pronoun. In determiner, it becomes my. For example, I like my dress. Dress is a noun. So my is followed by a noun. So my becomes a determiner. My. This dress is mine. Mine over here shows a possession. It's a possessive pronoun. For second person, you becomes your, then yours. I like you. I like your dress. This dress is yours. He or him in third person becomes his, and in possession it becomes his. Now over here in possession usually we add s, but his won't sound right, so we don't use this extra s. It's the same spelling, his. We don't use an extra s. That's why this condition is there. He is a good boy. I like his dress. This dress is his. Over there, its pronunciation changes a bit. S is elongated, his, but the spelling remains the same. She or her in third person becomes her in determiner. For example, she's a good person. I like her dress. This dress is hers. Now, it becomes its and its. Now, in possessive case, its is very rarely used. It's not very commonly used. And in personal pronoun and possessive determiner, it's used very commonly. For example, it is a good season right now, or it is a good climate. It is a good almirah. Then I like its dress. I like its color. All right. They or them in third person become their. For example, they are coming, or I like their house. This house is theirs in possessive pronoun. We or us in plural in first person. We are coming to the party. This is our house. This house is ours. This is how it works in possessive case. Now let's check the next one. That's demonstrative pronoun. From the name, it's very clear that demonstrative pronoun is something that it is pointing to. Within a sentence, it's pointing towards something. So demonstrative pronoun is used to point to something specific within a sentence. For example, this is my hat. That is my hat. These are my books. Those are my books. All right. Over here, this is pointing towards a specific hat. That is pointing towards a specific hat. These are pointing towards specific books. These all are demonstrative. Over here, this points to something that's very clear, that's very near to you. Near in the sense of distance as well as time. Closer, near or closer to the speaker or to the present. That is farther away in relation to distance as well as in time. These is plural of this and those is plural of that. There are some rules to it. There are some points to be noted. Demonstrative pronouns always identify nouns and they stand alone. Again, the same way, this tree is taller than that. Over here, if you identify, this is also here. However, it is followed by a noun, tree. So now this is no longer a pronoun. It becomes an adjective. That's correct. Over here, this is an adjective because it's followed by a noun. That over here is a pronoun and a demonstrative pronoun. These boys are smarter than those. Similarly, those is a demonstrative pronoun because it is standing alone. These over here is followed by a noun, boys, so it becomes an adjective. All right. That and those is used to avoid the repetition of preceding noun. I'll show you how. The climate of Pune is like that of Mumbai. Let's say we are saying the climate of Pune is like the climate of Mumbai. So the climate of, what's the fun of repeating the same thing again? So to avoid the repetition, what we use is we use that. And in plural of that, we can use those. For example, the streets of Mumbai are better than those of Delhi. So instead of saying the streets of Mumbai are better than the streets of Delhi, to say the same thing, the streets again and again, we use those. In singular case, we use that. In plural case, we use those. All right. Now let's see some more examples. This is my mother's ring. Pointing at something very closer to you. That looks like the car I used to drive. That over here is a pronoun. These are nice shoes, but they look uncomfortable. So these is a demonstrative pronoun. Now tell me, what is they over here? They is also pointing at something, right? So they over here is also a pronoun. All right. But it is a personal pronoun. Those look riper than apples on my tree. Those over here is a pronoun. That was such an interesting experience. Are these your shoes? These over here is a demonstrative pronoun. There is no end to this. Is this yours? This over here is a demonstrative pronoun. Let's take the next one. Indefinite pronoun. An indefinite pronoun, from the name it's clear, it's not a definite thing. It's an indefinite. That means it does not refer to any specific person, thing or amount. It is vague. It's not definite. It's about anything. I mean, not exactly anything, but it's about some not specific thing. For example, this guy asks these two girls, may I have your number? Now, he has not specified as to whom exactly is he asking to. Now, over here, the second girl says, we'll surely be in touch. Right? So, maybe he was asking the first girl. So, he says, I met two girls out of which one has given me her phone number. He didn't specify which one. So, it's indefinite, not specific. All right. These all are indefinite pronouns. Another actually means if we have a few things, then not this one, another one. That dish was good. Can I have another? Anybody or anyone is used to specify one thing. Anyone. It's not for plural, it's for singular. Can anyone help me? Guys, make sure you remember these things. These are anybody or anyone, another, and anything. These are specifically singular. They are used for singular things, singular nouns in a sentence. They are not plural. So the verb with them may be helping, or the main verb will always be singular. The doctor wants to know if you need anything. Anybody or anyone is used for humans, for living things. Anything is used for things or objects. Everybody or everyone, these are universals. Everybody needs to pay attention here. Like everybody or anyone, everyone you can say. Everything. Now, just like anyone and anything, everyone, everybody is used for human beings, for living things. And everything is used for non-living things like objects and places, all the non-living things. They have lost everything in the earthquake. Nothing means out of a lot of things, not a single thing. So nothing can stop him. One Is this the one you want? One is a pronoun that is used to point at something specific, but not a particular thing, not a completely particular thing out of a lot of things pointing at one thing. All right. Let's take some plural ones. Both of them look good together. Now this is used for two things. Both of them. Few. Out of 400 candidates, only a few passed the entrance exam. Both is for two things. Few is not a lot, only a few. Many have come already. Many of us like him. Many used for a lot of people or a lot of things. Others, do good to others. Others is leaving yourself aside and talking about other people. Several, they all complained and several left in the meeting. Now over here, several means not all, not many, but yes, a lot of people, but not a lot. All right. These are the pronouns. Now let's take the next one, distributive pronoun. Distributive pronoun is a type of indefinite, but it refers to persons or things one at a time. All right. For example, each, either, neither, any, no one, or none. Now over here, each, either, or neither is used for only two persons or things at a time. Now guys, while pronouncing this, you can say either or neither. That is also correct. For more than two person or things, we use any, no one, or none. Let's see some examples. Each new day is different. Now over here, each means each, only one. All right. Either of you can do it. We are comparing two people and we say either of you can do it. Neither of these is correct. These three are singular. These three are singular. They are used for one. You can take any of the three shirts. There are three shirts and you can take any one of them. We invited several friends but no one came. There are a lot of people but no one came. All right. Now, none of three answers is correct. Over there, there are three answers, but none of them are correct. We are taking all the three into one consideration. Let's check some more examples. Each day is different. Now, over here, each is used with a noun again. So, each over here is not a pronoun, it's an adjective. As we discussed earlier, if a pronoun looking word is followed by a noun, it becomes an adjective. Either boys can do it. Either over here again becomes an adjective. Neither answers is correct. Over here neither also becomes an adjective. Right. Let's see some more examples. Here this man asks these ladies, tells them you can buy either of the houses. One of them says, did you notice each of them has a chimney? And the second one says, neither of the houses has a letterbox. So you can clearly see either is used when we're talking about two houses. Each, she means each of them. And neither is also used when we're talking about one of the two houses. All right, let's see another example. Can any of you play football? This coach asks the children that any of them. Here we are talking about more than two. And the children reply, none of us know how to play football. So here, none and any are used when we are talking about more than two people. Now let's see some examples and let's try to find out which correct pronoun would be placed in them. That PlayStation is our or ours. Now which one would be correct? Ours would be correct. Why? Because our is a determiner. That means an adjective, possessive adjective, and it has to be followed by a noun, which is the possessive pronoun ours. Neither or none of you two is qualified for this prize. Now over here, see, two. It is specified that we are talking about two people. So neither would be correct because none is used in case of more than two. Okay? Did you eat those or that cookies on the table? Now here we are talking about cookies. That means it's a plural, more than two. So it has to be those. That is used for singular. Each of the girls sing or sings well. Now over here, it's each. Each means one. We are talking about one person. So with one person, the verb is plural. That means each of the girls sings well. The dress we saw yesterday is her or hers. Again, her is not a possessive pronoun. It's a possessive adjective. It has to be followed by a noun. So this would not be correct. Hers is correct, which is a possessive pronoun. The dress we saw yesterday is hers. That was such an interesting experience. Now over here, was. That means we have to talk about singular. So that would be correct. These is used in the case of plural. So that was such an interesting experience. Please give me one of that or one of those. Now over here also you're asking about one of. That means there are a lot of things. You're asking one out of those things. So it has to be those. That is used for singular. Everything or everyone needs to be present today. Now over here, everything or everyone. Everything is used for non-living things. Everyone is used for living beings. So everyone needs to be present. It means it's talking about living things. Everyone needs to be present today. You can take either or any of these books. Now here we are talking about these books. That means we don't know whether there are two or more. But this sentence somehow indicates it's more than two. So we would say any of these books. Either should be used where it's specific that we are talking about two. Okay? I hope after this video we would be clear about the concepts of pronoun and possessive pronoun as well. Thank you.